farming games are often about relationships. Whether that's making new friends with the selection of villages in Stardew Valley, or losing them by sending way too many goddamn Farmville requests on Facebook. You know who you were. But Slime Rancher is a bit different. In Slime Rancher, you take on the role of Beatrix LeBeau, who moves from Earth to the far, far range to collect, raise, feed and breed slimes. Slimes are these goddamn adorable creatures of various types, colours and looks. But once you get out to the far, far range, you might get the odd message from people back home, or fellow farmers, or you can even follow an old series of messages from the mysterious H. But in terms of actual, physical, human contact, you are completely alone. There are no friendly neighbours to interact with. There is no multiplayer. Slime Rancher is lonely, and that's actually a good thing. If you go to read the Steam reviews, a lot of the positive reviews have one thing in common. They talk about how this game is able to help with their mental health, even going as far as being a cure for depression. And at first glance it's easy to understand why. It's pretty hard to be sad when everything around you is this cute and happy, but for me there's even more to that. Of course you have to credit the brilliant cartoony art style, the expressions of pure happiness the slimes make. I mean seriously, have you ever seen something that looks as happy as this slime? The slimes are rightfully the biggest selling point of this game. Your slimes in your pens can be given toys they'll happily play with. Wild slimes will find random items to toy with and will happily run up to you with no fear. But there's something bigger for me that makes this game such a great escape. And that's the total lack of interaction. The lack of people should make me sad. Loneliness can be hard. But the storyline this game weaves of escaping from Earth and your normal life to be somewhere else, to be someone else, is the exact escapism the game gives you as a player. Even the mechanics of the game reinforce this. There is no pressure on time in any way. The storyline can wait as long as you want or even be completely ignored. The slimes may get mildly annoyed, but they'll never starve. Even the enemies of the game, the tar, are not a major threat to you, but more a change of pace. Everything's designed to let you go at your own pace and at your own will, and do whatever in that moment makes you happy. And it's liberating. That's why the loneliness is so good. That's one of the reasons so many people cite this game as a cure for sadness. There is no expectation from anyone else to be doing something, ever. You just look after yourself and your loving, adorable slimes day to day, hour to hour. And the game is fantastic in its own right too. The farming system is interesting enough to keep you coming back, and the exploration is great. Each area you come across can look vastly different to the last. Each is beautiful and relaxing in its own special way. The game does likely encourage you to go out to explore to find new types of slimes, which are generally more valuable the further out you go, but it never forces you to do so. The fact you get free rein to choose which of these elements you prioritise and when you do them, and do it all in your own time, at your own pace, makes for a relaxing and satisfying farming experience. So, step into the shoes of Beatrix LeBeau, and, as she chose to do by coming to the far, far range, escape your normal life for a bit, and spend some time with the slimes.